evening. Welcome to Kevinish at 7ish. How's everyone doing? Um, I just. It is. What time is it? It is. Okay, so let's check the real time. Where is it? 7? Somewhere. I'm gonna say somewhere in Banff. Somewhere in Banff. It's 7ish. Still a half an hour to go for us here. So, we start. It's the middle of the night. Let's see. What are we gonna do? We got with yeah. So it's chill time. We have this morning was traffic and news and Shakespeare and Cronenberg. Tonight's chill time. We're just gonna GTA and chill. We're just gonna Kevinish and chill. I don't know what that means. Doesn't sound right though. Yeah. So I had a good day. Had a nice little productive day at work. I will not bore you with my work day. Oops, that guy's cutting me off. Probably my fault. So yeah, it was. I did had a nice sushi lunch with a colleague of mine. Let me just tell you a little bit about my sushi lunch. It was gyoza. I love the gyoza. I can still taste the gyoza. Funny thing about gyoza. Oh, jeez, that guy. Funny thing about gyoza, the taste remains with you, but just a little bit. Not in a bad way. Not like onions or I don't know what, like tuna or gyoza is just nom 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 nom, just good. And a little miso soup that comes with it's a little combo. You get to pick 3 things. So I picked the what's the other thing I got? Oh, chicken teriyaki rice, which is like a staple of mine. And the final thing was California roll, and it was pretty good. Yep. But now I am glad to be at home, playing video games. I was there may be something new to the channel. We may have a collaborator, an artist may contribute to the Kevinish at 7ish cause. Might have some music, some intro music, but we'll find out more about that later. It would be nice. The gig pays terrible. It's a terrible paying gig. but what we cannot pay in money, we do make up in love and appreciation for. Love makes the world go round. Make love, not war. Make love, not guns. How's that go? Love, not war. That's how it goes. Yeah. Make guns, not ammo. Make no. Do not make guns. But if you make guns and don't make ammo, I don't know what you're making the guns for, but there's something wrong with you. You're obsessed with guns, you weirdo. I don't have a gun. I just have my fists in this game. I mean, I haven't unlocked a gun, but that's okay because I am a very passive man. By the way, hello. If you happen to be watching my stream, which I don't, I have I have 3 subscribers. They're like sympathy subscribers, I think, and on average I get 3 views, and 3 of those views will be me checking to see that my video worked okay, and then just listening to myself talk. I'll record it, and then I'll see if it goes up, and then I'll be captivated by my own voice, and I'll get lulled into whatever the hell I was talking about. No, I don't do that. Yes, I do. No, I don't. I don't know. I might. There's a possibility. We'll have to. The odds are high, but there's a slim chance I don't, which is good. Because that would be weird, wouldn't it? Do not do that at all. The time. Uh, yeah, I don't know what's going on today. I'm just sipping some ale, some Canada Dry ginger ale, which is very bad for me because of all the sugar. I'm trying to switch to water, but it's a very hard thing to do because water is a little bit boring for me. I do like the carbonated water, especially the ale variety, and sometimes the ginger ale variety. So yeah, that's what I'm sipping. I'm not munching in your ear tonight. I will not do that. You're welcome. I do have a bag of pretzels near me, but they will stay away. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, we gotta. What do you want to talk about tonight? Thank you for watching, by the way. What should we talk about? What's on your mind? Hold that thought. Do not type it in the chat you see on the side of the screen because I can't see that chat. Well, you can still type it in. Someone else might see it. You can have a little conversation with them. But I do not have an interactive forum yet. It is there. You can type things into that chat, and hopefully these are nice things. We like to keep things nice here on Kevinish at 7ish. And Sprunk. And maybe one day I'll get a little chat box or something so I can take suggestions like go steal a helicopter, which I hope you won't say because I can't fly the helicopters. And yeah, but I can drive pretty good. If you say go drive down the street safely without cutting people off, I can do that right now. In fact, I am just going to imagine someone suggested that, and then I'm going to carry out that activity for your viewing pleasure. You're welcome. That's what I do. I'm a very accommodating Kevinish. Oops, look at that. Look at this. How do they not stop? I thought these AI things were just programmed to stop. Yeah. So I am trying my best to be a positive person. This is my new mission in life, and this is the tip of the day. Stay positive. This is what I'm offering. This is my pearl of wisdom for you, young gamers out there. If you are positive, no one can take that away from you. Yeah, it's just life is tough enough, you know. So if you have a good attitude, it'll go a long way. God, what am I saying? This sounds terrible. It sounds like terrible advice, but it's true. I do believe it. It sounds hokey, but yeah. I'm trying it out. It seems to be going okay. Whoa! Did you see that? Yeah, it's going okay. I think I started this. I had a paradigm shift just a couple years ago. I don't know what the cause of it was, but yeah, it is what it is, and other tautologies. Yeah, so. Oh, is this school? I was looking for this place. See, I wanted to do a mashima or makima. I wanted to make one of those things where you make a movie. It looked like way too much work. I respect you mashima makers or makima. Someone write in the comments how to say that word. Until then, I'll just be saying it both ways. But I wanted to make mashima makima about going to school, and this looks like a school. I had an interesting story about school. It's too long to tell right now. I mean, I'm gonna save that for a special episode. But yeah, it was to do with college. I went to community college, I guess. I call it a college. I don't know what I guess it's a community college. I'm gonna try to say this super quick. And I had a very good experience there. I also went to university, and and it was okay. I felt like I really liked my college experience. I mean, like the university is sexy. I mean, well, not sexy, but it's like it's got a reputation, right? If you go to university, it's good for your credentials, and universities are respected depending on the university you go to. Do not, yeah. Well, let's not talk about Ivy League universities today. Um, but yeah, so uh, I went to college and I had a great experience there. The classes were smaller. Felt like I got to know people, and so yeah. Look at that car. Where are we going? Um, where was I going with that thought? I don't know. Oh yeah, I was just trying to digress because I didn't want to tell you the story. Tune in next time for the story. It's called Things Happen in Threes. I've actually written a blog. I think that's what I called it. But it's different times in my life. One of them was at college, and they just seemed very synchronous. There's a $5 word, synchronicity, a police song. Um, I don't really believe in synchronicity. Oh jeez. Or I don't know. I don't know if there is anything to believe in synchronicity, but I don't think things happen for a reason. I just think things happen, and it's just random, you know. And it's not a bad thing to try and make meaning out of random things that happen to you. But look at that car. But it's I think you can take that too far. Yeah, you hear what I'm saying? You reading my mail? Um, so I had three things happen to me, and I felt it gave me meaning in my own life. I was able to forge my own meaning out of it. I don't think there was some divine power intervening in my life to make me see something. You know, I think you know what I mean. You're good people. Uh, I can just tell. You're GTA fans. Means you're a good person, right? You just like yeah, yeah. Um, palm trees. Yeah. So it is. Oh God, this week has been long. It is 7ish on a Thursday night. I still have to do one more day of work before I have 2 days of rest, and do it all over again. This is life. That's what it's like to be an adult. Don't be frightened though. It's not the end of the world. It's actually the ritual is quite nice. You know, I don't know if you have pets, but they kind of like ritual, don't they? As people are no different. People like ritual. It makes things good. Oh, I better pull over. I'm gonna pull over for the sign right now. Oh, jeez, look at that. Good thing I did pull over. Um, yeah. So, oh my God, these things even bump. These little things. My controller is, yeah. Um, yeah. Jeez. Looks like something's happening here. Everyone's okay. Okay, it's gonna be okay. Everyone's okay. Yeah. I mean, you have things you do. You like even if it's drinking coffee every morning. That's a ritual. It's you're a creature of habit. That's fine. Doesn't mean you're a drone. You know, it's okay. You can still do creative things when you're not drowning out and drinking your coffee or you know. Uh, and plus, you need that balance. Like I think you need time to charge up your creative uh, juices. That seems like the wrong word. That seems like the very wrong word. I don't like that expression, creative juices. Not at all. I just don't know why. It's icky. It's like the word moist. We just one of those words you just don't like. But yeah, you need ritual to refuel your what do you refuel your tanks? And you can do this other ways. You can do it by reading. Yeah, I feel like my well is getting a little low in that department because I used to read a fair bit. Not so much now as yeah, I just don't. I get bored. I start reading and I get bored, and I put the book down. Yeah, but I do have a lot of writers I do like. Um, I used to read just fiction, and then I started really liking nonfiction, like Christopher Hitchens. I liked his essays, um, but I can't. Christopher Hitchens is interesting. You guys know who he is? He wrote a book called God Is Not Great. He used to be a left wing writer for like a paper called The Nation, I think. And then he's a self-proclaimed contrarian. So when 9/11 happened, you might have been pretty young, but suddenly he supported kind of well. He supported I think he supported the war in Iraq after 9/11. I'm pretty sure he did. And he became very hard to pin down whether he was left or right. I mean, obviously that's kind of hawkish, supported a war in Iraq. That's very right wing, hawkish, they say, warmongering kind of person. Um, and it sort of stemmed from his atheism and belief that all religions not were a menace pretty much to society, and yeah, so he wrote about that too, and but the thing I liked about reading his essays was they were just they just remind me of George Orwell, another nonfiction sort of essayist I really love. But he's like our contemporary Orwell. He's very hard to pin down ideologically, and he doesn't commit to an ideology because that's silly. Like the world is a fuzzy, complex place. So, like, I mean, you just it's immature to say I am a left winger. I mean, people do this all the time, but I mean, like you can't just assume that this ideology like will inform your decision making for everything, for every issue, right? I mean, there's so many issues when you say I'm left wing. I mean, what do you mean? Like, are you left wing about everything? Do you like do you like or is it a more complex issue than that? Do you have some right wing tendencies in you? I mean, I'll give you a personal example. If I say I'm left wing, like I feel like a left wing person. I like lefty governments for sure. I usually vote leftwise, but when it comes to Freedom of expression. This is where I feel very right wingy. I love freedom of expression, and I know left wingers do too. Uh, but I feel like so passionate about freedom of expression that it's kind of bonkers. It's libertarianism a little bit. It's just but see, again, I wouldn't call myself a libertarian because I think they're bonkers. But I do believe, and honestly, I don't really know what that word means. Um, I just think freedom of expression is such an important idea that someone calls me a cocksucker in the game. Freedom of expression is so important that sometimes politically correctness. Now, this is where you get yourself into trouble. Like, politically correctness is a great idea. I mean, I politically correctness is not offending people, and that's important. We should not offend people. It doesn't mean, but we should not restrain ourselves to restrain our own freedom of expression in order to worry about politically correctness. I saw. I didn't even get to listen to it because I was at work. But I saw a little tweet by John Cleese talking about how he is offended by politically correctness. I think that's the greatest. I didn't even get to hear it. I'll listen to it after. But I think that's a great quote. John Cleese is offended by politically correctness, and that's right. Freedom of expression is more important than whether or not you are offended. And left wings like to tiptoe around freedom of expression. Whoa, I'm coming across really right wing, aren't I? But no, I believe in all the other things that stem from left wing thought, I guess. Like I believe in a social support system. Definitely equal rights, and oh yeah, I'm passionate about that too. Um, but I'm more passionate about freedom of expression. So yeah, back to Christopher Hitchens and why he was such a good writer to me is he when you read his essays, it wasn't like, oh, this is a great left wing essay or this is a great right wing essay. It's like he would like hone in on the complexity of the issue and then make a judgment. And it was just great to watch, just watch it unfold. And I really do miss him as a writer. Like he died of cancer, throat cancer, I believe. He was a smoker and a drinker, and he's been in the news recently because some people are claiming he accepted God on his deathbed, which I think is I don't know the truth, but I that sounds ridiculous to me. And so I don't like this kind of trying to appropriate Christopher Hitchens as some kind of I don't know what you would say, like just some kind of authority figure or someone you have to put on your side. Like he would not have wanted that. He would want you to think for yourself on whatever. Like the world has changed since Christopher Hitchens has died. So his essays, they're becoming less and less relevant. Like that sounds kind of harsh. Like usually a well-written thing is universal and timeless, but some of them are really dated if you read some of his essays. And I mean, you have to use your historical imagination to see his point. But yeah, the world has moved on, and I respect. Oh, okay, we gotta pull over. I respect his writing, and I feel like fortunate that I was interested in Christopher Hitchens' writing when he was alive, and yeah, it just came at the right time for me. I was interested in nonfiction, and I can't even remember the first essay of his I read, but I'm looking, like, I would love to find like a modern Christopher Hitchens. I mean, I'm sure they're out there. Like, if you have any essay writing recommendations, I would love to see them in the comments. Libertarian, left wing, maybe not right wing, maybe not. But just kidding. If there's a really good, I mean, if there's a good writer out there, I'll give it a try. Maybe not soon because I'm not reading right now. Yeah, yeah. So what were we talking about? We were talking about writers and yeah, how they have their moment. Yeah. So he wrote a book called God Is Not Great, talking about how religions are a plague, and and I would that's I haven't read it for a while, but I would think that one stands up a little more than the like essays on particular issues. Yeah, but I mean, you don't really know until you just go try reading it yourself. Like, maybe it's too heavy-handed for you. Yeah. What else did I like to read? So yeah, I read. So we started off with me reading fiction. I didn't really talk too much about that, but when let's see, what did I read? I didn't read anything too surprising before university. I liked Hemingway. Yeah, I still like Hemingway. Something about him. They say he's a man's man. He writes about masculinity, and he writes about truth and war, love. Yeah, lots of kind of universal things. And I see. I think of I couldn't read Hemingway as art. That sounds silly. I read it more as like a role model. But that was just me. That was just because I read it before I went to school, and so I just read them as stories, like as examples, like fables. And then so then I went to school. I was more of a science math guy. I had to take an English, and I wasn't looking forward to it that much. But you know what book we got to read in my first English class was? William Gibson's Neuromancer. That blew me away. You guys should read that. It's written back in the 80s, and it's it's about cyberspace. It's about like hacking big businesses' computers. It's really good. It's a really good read. And anyway, so this book blew me away, and I became a William Gibson fan. I also read like Philip K. Dick. I tried to. I just read stuff that was kind of kind of cool, like kind of cult classics sort of thing. So K-Dick still like that, but it's good stuff. It's kind of weird, but it's good. Like, um, yeah. Um, so then, where did I go from there? Um, where where do you go after William Gibson? I'm not sure. So a couple of years passed. The science thing didn't go so well. That was so I went to work, and that yeah, I wasn't in school anymore. So i.e., I washed out, or I flunked my initial try at university. Uh, uh, and then, so I was working for a bit, and I decided I really wanted to go back to school. So that's when I went to community college. Remember way back when we saw that college? Yeah. So I went to college, and this time I didn't do science and math. I just kind of took everything under the sun, and started to take a lot of English classes, and that's when I read more. Yeah, so mostly because I had to for the English classes, um, and yeah, so I read, what you read in English, and so, oh yeah, I was going to tell you about how I stopped reading. That's where I was going. So I read tons of stuff in English, and it was all rewarding. I did a little bit of classical studies. God, I'm sure talking about myself a lot, aren't I? Just stop me at any point, please. Just um, so yeah, I where I was going with this was I took a class on critical theory, and for me, before critical theory, literature was very made sense to me, because I wasn't aware of the critical theories that I was using to interpret the books. And this is something this is like something you shouldn't you shouldn't look into unless you're really interested in critical theory. It kind of, for me, learning about critical theory kind of ruined literature, like, because I just felt like I was the things I found meaningful no longer had meaning, and yeah, it became a very confusing time for me. So where am I going? Lots of dump trucks over here. So yeah, but at the same time, I loved critical theory. It was fascinating. Um, but it felt like kind of the end all be all of knowledge, and it seemed very attractive, but and mysterious, but I kind of wished, well, I do now, I wish for a simpler time when I just read books for pleasure, I don't want to apply a critical theory to every book I read. I just want to read it for pleasure. But it's like, it was Pandora's box, and you probably found this too. Like, this is terrible traffic. If you, once you, once someone reveals something to you about something, and it ruins it, you're like, and then you can't stop but see that thing. That's what critical theory did for me. What's a good example? Like you're listening to music, and someone's and you I don't know, you really like the banjo, and you're like, God, I love this banjo, and then someone says, yeah, but it's just like the banjo from this other song. And then you go back, and then you hear that other song, and then you're like, and then that's all you hear is is that it's similar, or it's a coffee, and it's ruined it for you. Well, I don't know why I said banjo. I like banjos. Okay, I not make songs with banjos in it, but that's my little analogy for you. So yeah, after critical theory, I stopped reading. Then I started reading nonfiction, like essays. Um, yeah. So where are we now? I can't remember why I was telling you about my reading habits. I totally forget. But we are going into the city, and we're gonna see what's going on in there. We're gonna go fast. We're gonna do some speeding. Then we're gonna slow down because there's traffic. And how do I get off this crazy road? Oh yeah, I thought I had it. Yeah, being happy, finding meaning in life. Maybe that's what I was talking about. Was I talking about finding meaning in life? No, I don't think so. We could though. That's hard to do. Yeah. Do do do. I wish we had some music. Maybe one day I'll try turning on the radio and see if we get that takedown notice. I bet you we will. Yeah, I can't really do that. But I do miss the music. I was looking into Creative Commons music to listen to. I like chiptunes. It doesn't, and so I found like a Creative Commons chiptunes website that just streams it. I had it on for a bit, but actually it didn't seem to. I mean, it would be good for some games, but didn't seem too good for this one. I mean, I'm sure there are chiptune songs that would be good, but just didn't seem to fit my mood. So you just get my voice, I'm afraid. What I do is when I post the video, I have a suggested song. But ideally, what you should do, this would be better, because why should I pick music? I mean, obviously you're definitely not gonna like everything I pick. Maybe we'll have some things in common because we're like-minded people. But you should turn on some tunes and just softly in the background. I'll do the same. Somehow, I'll just listen to music in the background while we're driving through the city, watching the gorgeous sunset. Oops. Oh, look at these guys. Come on, that's a red light. Okay. Yeah. So welcome everybody. This is Kevinish at 7ish. My name is Kevin. And it is, what time is it now? Let's have a look. It is 7:08, 7ish. Right on the money. I talked a lot today. Yeah, lots to say. Not really. We're just.
You're looking good.
Thank you. Yeah. Copia. How do you make content? Well, I mean, I don't like. I kind of want to stick to themes when I'm talking to you, but and like I don't want to just talk about the first thing that comes to my head. I try to. There's some semblance of reason to. It's just not much, just a little bit. just gonna go for a little walk. This construction site, this construction site intrigues me. I don't know why. Oh, look at this people. There's a dog in here. Big dog. And this guy looking for his, he's the night watchman. And the guard dog. What's he looking for? Me, I guess. It's probably like, get out of here.
You aren't supposed to be down here.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Is he gonna be?
Kick the shit out of you.
Oh no! I'm getting into a fight. What if I leave the fenced area? I just see. Do you disengage? Yeah. That was scary. That was tense. Let's see. We're trying not to be. We're trying to be like Gandhi, right? Not the civilization Gandhi. We're trying to be like the real Gandhi, the pacifist. Yeah, you know what? I think we've had a good chat. We covered a lot of ground. We talked at length about Christopher Hitchens and literature. I mean, that's a whack of content. That's something to Google. We can get some literary suggestions down below, and this will be like we'll start a whole new community. We'll start like a Slack community where we can send each other messages about. We can interpret books and essays for each other. This is the beginning of a new good thing. Okay, we're gonna start reading again. That's why you watch these Kevinish and Sevenish videos. It's for the edification. Yeah. And we're all edification of each other. That's what we're here for, right? Yeah. Okay. Where are we gonna go? We're gonna park somewhere. Let's go to the gun store, and then let's go to the gun store. We'll get a gun, and then no, we're not gonna get a gun. That sounds dark. I don't like that. We're just gonna pull over. Oh, jeez. Okay. Whoa. All right. Things are going sideways. Let's get out of here before it gets too crazy. We're just gonna put this down. Make a phone call. Call someone you love, and yeah. But yeah, make that call. Make that call tonight. And thanks for listening. Take care. Oh, wow. You guys are troopers. That was literally a podcast. I just realized what I did. Wow. Yeah. So that was me hugging a bird for 40 minutes talking to you about literature. That's what this episode was. So thanks for listening. If you listen through that one, you really do deserve another thank you. So okay, good night.